Loading. In line. Second finish. And they're off. Glastonbury and Doc Rock and Believe in Rock and Roll, all showing early speed. Three of them in the line vying early on. And War and Roses away running fourth. And Solar Shield is in fifth. West Virginia Boy. Class Wizard in between horses. Epic Rise on the outside and Syncopated racing back in the pack there. Well back is Barco de Suenos heading into the turn. Three-way scramble on. Doc Rock is in between horses. At the inside is Believe in Rock and Roll. Glastonbury, War and Roses setting a good trip in fourth. Right off that trio. Solar Shield is next. They're followed by Class Wizard. Epic Rise gets a tap to go on. And the inside is Syncopated and West Virginia Boy. And well back is Barco de Suenos. Into the stretch, a quarter of a mile left to go. It's Believe in Rock and Roll, the leader. Believe in Rock and Roll with War and Roses closing center of the track. So too Doc Rock, one off the inside. And Class Wizard motoring home too in that final furlong. Class Wizard charging hard. Third, now second. War and Roses has the lead. A Class Wizard closing on the outside, but it's too late. War and Roses. War and Roses 12-1 under Kevin Gomez to take the opener. Class Wizard was second. Believe in Rock and Roll finished third. And they're off. Salty Salt for the far outside. Rational Millennial from the rail. I'm going to show early speed together. Fortis is in third and Sweet Talia. Candy Corner racing in fifth. Five off a speed. Middle Island saving ground. And Harper's Dew is in the back. Swift Pace with Salty Sol and Rational Millennial out of the inside. Fortis getting a perfect journey early. Sweet Talia is racing in fourth and Middle Island is in fifth. Here's Candy Corner. Five to make up heading into the turn run. Harper's Dew. Into the turn. Salty Sol breaks away, but Fortis the immediate danger moving to second. Rational Millennial and Middle Island third and fourth. Sweet Talia is next and Candy Corner still six to come at this point with 2.5 furlongs left to go. Harper's Dew trailing the field. Top of the stretch with a quarter of a mile left to go. Fortis going to go on. Fortis now takes the lead from Salty Sol. Now pursued in a second to the outside. Middle Island moves to second. In between horses, Rational Millennial tries to rally as well. Out in the center of the track is Candy Corner is trying to kick as well. And Sweet Talia's got a chance. Here comes Sweet Talia. Sweet Talia at Fortis. Fortis and Sweet Talia. Sweet Talia's got all the momentum now under John Barbosa. Sweet Talia finishing off the job. Opening up now. Three at the line. Sweet Talia from second Fortis. And then Candy Corner. Rational Millennial or Middle Island. Minute 12.49. Frog Prince. And they're off. Shintaleo, I'm Juneteenth, speeding up on the inside. As I'm Juneteenth and Shintaleo now second on the outside, and they're prompting one another. Dr. Rags racing third position. Master of Manhattan and Hindenburg is next, 4 from the speed. Casa Grande, Lamarkable racing on the extreme outside, about the 3 or 4 path, heading for the far turn. Playing gold, back to third to last position, and Frog Prince second to last, tailing off his Call You Right Back. I'm Juneteenth is a speed into the turn, and neck in front. Shintaleo still right there. Hindenburg is in third position, and it's back on the inside. Dr. Rags is in fourth. The far outside is next Lamarkable, and Master of Manhattan is saving ground as they turn for home with a quarter of a mile left to run. Shintaleo, I'm Juneteenth out of the inside. Hindenburg out of the center of the track. Hindenburg striking a narrow lead, 1 furlong out from the line, and Dr. Rags is closing too. Shintaleo's got a little more down to the inside. Shintaleo and Hindenburg on the far outside. Dr. Rags with the 16th left to go. Levels off into Caramanos. Dr. Rags to win. Hindenburg was second. Shintaleo was third, and Frog Prince fourth.
When we started adding protocols, the first thing we knew we wanted to do was to add veterinarians watching training. We really had to look at all of the opportunities that we had to impact horse safety, controlling medication and training, which had never been done, investing in cutting-edge diagnostic techniques, decreasing the amount of medication that was in the horse on race day. Right now it's training, but we're checking horses that are racing on Saturday. Thank you. You're all right, sweetie. I feel like we are changing things for the better.
Right now, it's basically just being present. We do examine various horses in the days leading up to it. Race day, it's every horse. We're watching the horses, how they warm up. Now they've got weight on their back. We're on different surface. We're still following the horses. All the horses look good during their warm-up, sound ready to run.
I truly feel like we are moving the sport forward. The horses are better for it. We've really changed to focus on putting horses at the center and being the most important part of the equation.
allowance. Jockey Jorge Ruiz on the 6. Polish Gal, weight 123 in the 6 and scratch 8. Courageous Dinah. 7th race for Baptize the Boy, weight 118, 5-pound apprentice allowance. 8th race, 7 Outlier, Jockey Horatio.
We're absolutely blessed to have the ability to work with animals for our day-to-day job, but the blessing means that we also have a big responsibility, and that responsibility is that when a horse has finished its racing career, to make sure that we give it every opportunity to have a second career.
Horses on the racetrack, they typically race from 2 to 3 years old up to 6 to 8 years old, and they have a long career in life after that. Thoroughbred aftercare is taking care of horses after their life on the racetrack.
Making sure that we are being good stewards of the animal. We have a generation coming up that's more aware of our world, of our climate, of our animals that we use, everything that's really given us humanity and integrity about who we are and what we're doing on this planet.
There are the actual aftercares themselves, and they are farms that will rehome and rehouse the animals when they come off the track. And then there are other organizations such as the TAA, which is the Thoroughbred Aftercare Alliance, that actually accredits the aftercares to make sure they are doing exactly what we want them to do.
We focus on organizations that can rehabilitate, retrain, retire, rehome new horses, and find a new purpose for them for after their racing and breeding.
Any animal that's willing to let you ride it or use it for work, we owe that animal everything we can do to make sure that trust is repaid.
And they're off. Polish Cookie and Silver's Girl, and Razor Game asks for early speed too. Sapphire Beauty racing up on the inside, and last is Foul Balls, only about 3 from the front. And so Polish Cookie comes to a narrow lead now. Polish Cookie from Razor Game and Silver's Girl to Gray on the outside, and Sapphire Beauty's on the chase on the inside. And Foul Balls content to trail the field back there, about some 3.5 from the front. Tight pack. Polish Cookie 4 furlongs out from Silver's Girl, the lead about a length. Sapphire Beauty just in third. Foul Balls on the outside tries to rally for the back of the pack, and Raise Your Game drops back in between horses on the inside. Into the far turn, Polish Cookie on a narrow lead from Silver's Girl. Polish Cookie a neck from Silver's Girl. Foul Balls continues to move up on the outside, and Sapphire Beauty is next, and Raise Your Game. Top of the stretch, Polish Cookie still there. Polish Cookie turns in. Polish Cookie gets away now to a 2-length advantage as they turn for home. Sapphire Beauty, Foul Balls on the outside. Silver's Girl retreats, and then Raise Your Game with a furlong left to go. Polish Cookie, riders drop the sick, but Polish Cookie doing it well. Polish Cookie by 3. Horatio Karamanos and Polish Cookie. This cookie won't crumble today. Polish Cookie to win. Polish Cookie, Karamanos with 2. Second, Foul Balls, and then Sapphire Beauty, and Raise Your Game. All About Catherine. Second wire finish. In line. And they're off. Shakaboom. Out first, Shakaboom clears Darling, Polish Gal on the outside, and Nellysford working forward in between horses in the second group, Wildcatting away in fifth. And it's Carolina Ice who's next, and Jenny Highway to the back of the pack. And trailing the field is All About Catherine, about 15 lengths from the front, as Shakaboom takes off to a 3-length advantage. From the chasing clears Darling, Nellysford is in third position. On the outside is Polish Gal, and the inside is Wildcatting. They're about 7 or 8 off at speed up ahead. In the meantime, Jenny Highway follows that group, and Carolina Ice second to last position, and All About Catherine trails the field. Shakaboom pouring on that speed. It's a 7-length lead as they turn in from Claire's Darling, trying to get closer now from second with a quarter of a mile left to go. Nellysford is racing in third position. Wildcatting racing down to the inside. Out of the center, Jenny Highway starts to roll home. Just about a furlong left to go. Shakaboom 2-length lead. Claire's Darling punching through an opening on the inside. And the outside, Jenny Highway has moved into third. A 16th left. Shakaboom, Claire's Darling, Jenny Highway on the outside. Rider stop at the first wire, and Jenny Highway gets back down, but it doesn't matter. Claire's Darling, the entry mate, wins it, and second will be Jenny Highway, and Shakaboom hangs in there.
The Maryland Jockey Club's Canter for a Cause event was held here on October 10th at the legendary Pimlico Racecourse. Approximately 300 riders came along with their horses to walk, trot, and canter along the great track as many of past Preakness winners. Best of all proceeds went to the Thoroughbred Aftercare Alliance.
It's been a great day. It's been exciting. We've had a lot of costumes, a lot of great kids out there. We've had every horse in every size. We've had minis to Shetlands to an Irish bred, so it's been really fun.
People have traveled quite a bit of ways to come here for this event. What kind of exposure does this give for the Aftercare Alliance?
Well, we've had a lot of thoroughbreds out here today, which is the point of the whole event, is to support the thoroughbreds and to support Aftercare and to show that these horses are versatile, that anyone can ride them. It's really great when a racetrack or a company such as First Racing and Maryland Jockey Club stands up for Aftercare and really puts on an event where we can show and showcase the Aftercare and the opportunities for horses after racing.
Stacey, we are so thankful for you and all the hard work that you and your crew have done to put on such a wonderful event.
You're welcome. We're happy to be here. And look, it takes a village. There's 81 accredited organizations across the country this is supporting, so it's awesome.
Line up 7 furlongs, and they're off. May the horse be with you with a sharp break, rapid response, and air on fire there on the outside. And next is Baptize the Boy. And they're followed by Made the Journey and Spitball in between horses to the back of the pack, advancing just a bit as they sort. The extreme outside, air on fire, maybe that head in front. Now May the Horse Be With You counters right back. Made the Journey with room on the inside to come on through. And rapid response in the blue colors right there to make 4 in a line. Just in behind Spitball. Next is Baptize the Boy in the back. Made the Journey moves right along. Made the Journey This long shot going to set the tempo now, heading into the far turn, leads it almost 2 lengths. May the Horse Be With You, Rapid Response, Air on Fire, Extreme outside. Spitball going comfortably enough, ridden along a little bit now into the far turn, run, and followed by Baptize the Boy. 3 furlongs left to go. Made the Journey, May the Horse Be With You, Air on Fire on the extreme outside. Rapid Response is under some pressure there. Spitball ridden a bit, but still only 3 from the front with a shot. Made the Journey, trying to spring this big upset, turns in. Made the Journey leads the way into the stretch from May the Horse Be With You, and Spitball lingering along on the inside in third. Made the Journey is 35-1 and a furlong from home. Has the lead by 2 from May the Horse Be With You, then Spitball in third. Rapid Response with no response in fourth. Made the Journey and Walter Rodriguez 2 today, and he did it on a 35-1 shot for a double. May the Horse Be With You was second. Spitball was third at Rapid Response, and Baptize the Boy. And they're off. Good break at the inside there for Big Lake, along with Ain't to Be Your Cold, who's going to show that early speed too. An Outlier is up there sharp. On the inside, Accelerator settles in fourth position, and Dixie Drawl is a close fifth. It's another 5 lengths back, and it's Tattooed racing back in the pack with Cricelli and Silent Malice trailing the field. Silent Malice has about 18 lengths to make up, but it's early. As they move past that 6.5 furlong mark, and they straighten for the run down the backstretch. Big Lake and neck in front from Outlier, second, a gap of 2. Ain't to Be Your Cold's on the chase there from third position. On the inside, Accelerator, Dixie Drawl is right there too. Dixie Drawl's only 5 off of speed, still a Big Lake. Another 7 back, and it's Tattooed, and then Silent Malice and Cricelli trailing. Less than 5 furlongs to go. It's been an honest pace for Big Lake. Big Lake pushed along by Outlier. Big Lake gets away Outlier by a length. Accelerator up on the inside. Ain't a Beer Cold on the outside, and Dixie Drawl hard ridden in between horses is in fifth, and just 3 from that lead as they round that far turn. And next is Silent Malice, who's improved to third to last position, but still about a dozen to 13 lengths off of speed up ahead as the pressure is on Big Lake now. Big Lake, Outlier second. Ain't to Be Your Cold third. Accelerated out of the inside, and Dixie Drawl, and Silent Malice tries to draw in a bit closer with a 1/4 mile left to go. Wide open scramble as they turn for home. Big Lake, Outlier, Ain't to Be Your Cold on the extreme outside. Just in behind them there is Dixie Drawl, who seeks some racing room, and down to the inside, Accelerator, and next is Cricelli. Cricelli suddenly coming in between horses too, but time is running out. Ain't to Be Your Cold's got the lead. Ain't to Be Your Cold, Cricelli closing on the outside into second, but it's Ain't to Be Your Cold, 6-1. Ain't to Be Your Cold. Cricelli was second, Outlier was third. It's Silent Malice, and then Dixie Drawl. Minute 44.95. Going to the second finish. 5.5 on the Kelso course. Rails at 35 feet, lined up in the ninth. And they're off. Mail Call off to a sharp beginning. Morning Cocktail down to the inside, and between him is Closer to the Heart, and Baffle Him is in fourth. Here's Loving Cup, a sharp fifth on the outside, and just about 3.5 to 4 off the speed there in the red cap. Killy Start back of the pack and Utterly Courageous trailing at the tail. Heading into the turn, Morning Cocktail and Mail Call at the outside going head-to-head for the lead. Closer to the Heart staying close to them in third, and Loving Cup on the outside. Baffle Him is fifth in between horses. Bunched Field returns for home. Only about 4 lengths will cover that first 5. And back at second last is Killy Start and Utterly Courageous swinging to the far outside. Quarter of a mile left to go. Wide open ears. Mail Call. Mail Call breaks away to a 2-length lead. Utterly Courageous closing from dead last to the center of the track. Loving Cup down to the inside is Killy Start. Furlong left to go. Here comes Utterly Courageous. Utterly Courageous at Mail Call. Mail Call Utterly Courageous. Utterly Courageous beats his long shot. Mail Call down to the second wire finish. Utterly Courageous Mail Call. Close third. Killy Start. Loving Cup.